4th down. 4th and 1 at your own 41 late in the third quarter.
Oh.
Why do you want to? Should have gone for it. Maybe he knew that if they went for it, they wouldn't have gotten it. And I'll tell you why. He's terrible on 4th down. I Google Kyle Shanahan on 4th down, and I find a story that they ranked all the coaches' 4th down decisions.
I love this. Okay, right.
All right. Last year.
All right.
On December 2nd of last year, which is about halfway through the season, Kyle Shanahan was ranked, the 49ers, I'll just say, were 27th when it came to 4th down conversion.
That's terrible.
Okay.
That's a problem.
So
there you go, Jimmy.
I went and looked at the games after December 2nd. You know what they were on 4th downs?
Give it to me.
After he was already ranked 27th in the league. They went 2 for 7 on 4th downs.
Oh, man. That's the area.
This is the thing about Kyle Shanahan to me that's one of his incongruities. He's kind of arrogant, he's creative, but he's scared a little bit.
Lemon booty.
If he knows that if he goes for that 4th and 1, doesn't get it again, Chicago comes back and scores, he's on the hook. They punt that ball away, drive 85 yards.
Put it on the defense.
He can say, look, it didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I
appreciate that research.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe he don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
Maybe he don't want the smoke of not getting it on 4th down.
And what did we see in that game in the rain when Trey Lance kept it? He was getting 2 or 3 yards, and all you needed was one that instance. But what's the message you send to the sideline and Trey in the offense, demoralizing the Bear defense and team, Steiny, with that? Okay, we didn't get it, but we went for it like we saw last night in Tennessee with the Giants. Dable, that sends a message to the team. But when I say situational play calling, I didn't even have those numbers to back me up. My eyes told me the Super Bowl in 19. He gets so smart, he gets too cute for his own good. How many times have we seen the 4th and 1s where Juszczyk gets it instead of you're having success with the run game? That is something he's got to work on, and I wonder how many people have really been at his neck on it, Steiny, about it.
Yeah. Austin in San Jose. What's going on, Austin? How you doing?
Hey, fellas, what's going on, guys?
We shocked, Austin. We shocked about the loss.
Sonny, you're on fire today, man. Your research, man.
Look at you.
That appearance you made on TV yesterday, man. I'm impressed. Listen, on the arrogance thing, if you guys think that Shanahan's not arrogant, just ask Donovan McNabb and RG3 sometime with how arrogant he is. That's on a whole different subject. And I listen. There's nobody that doesn't want Lance to succeed. I'm worried about the young man. I'll be honest, because I saw RG3 in DC, man, and he ran him to the point where you guys know what happened.
Yeah,
and I'm worried. And I got to say that I hope Shanny learned his lesson. But when I see that man running down the field like he did Sunday, what's going to happen if he keeps doing that.
Austin, and before you go, I was telling Steiny and the masses, in that draft, if they were so in love with RG3, why would you go get Kirk Cousins?
Right.
And the way and the impact and hits that Trey took Sunday, I'm filing this away because people will say I'm hating, but I thought to myself, that's not how you run something that you want to treat like with care. It was almost like, if he doesn't get hurt, we got to run Jimmy out there. I know it's crazy in 1 week, Austin, but I'm feeling that.
Danny, one last thing before you cut me off. This whole thing with him, the whole thing with him, the players, the veterans going with the young guy. I've never bought that. The veterans want to win now, man. Just like the Warriors, everybody wants to develop these young guys.
Right.
The media guys say that, and that sounds great. But guess what? If that dude doesn't win games, the veterans are going to turn on him in a heartbeat. That's just my comment.
No, you're right. Thanks, Austin. We agree there, and that's why
we all agree.
That's why he's not going to be afraid to go away from Trey,
right?
Because he's not like Shanahan is smart. He's not going to lose the locker room, and I'm sure. Here's where I think you're talking about. You're right. I don't know what he told the team.
Right.
I have no idea.
Gotcha.
But I don't think it takes too much insight to think he told the team,
Short
look,
leash.
This guy's going to be pretty good, and we think we can win with him right now. But if we can't, we want Jimmy back here because we owe it to you guys who got the win. And they'll say, you know what? Let's go get it with Trey.
And I would run through a wall, Steiny.
And I think that's what's kind of going on.
And you know what? Just to piggyback off of that, so it's arrogance to a point. Yeah. The fact that he would bring Jimmy back and let them know, wink, wink. And again, Stein, I say all this to the people that I don't want to see Jimmy take another snap for the San Francisco 49ers. I want them to empower Trey. And we talked about how many pass attempts. He almost had 30. He didn't have 30 Sunday in a monsoon. So I know we talked about always going to keep him under wraps, but I thought he signaled that if the quarterback's having a good day, we could see 40 pass attempts from Trey. And now that you got, I don't want to say nothing and throw shaded Mason and Davis Price, but Steiny, what do you really have in the backfield? Because my boy
Samuel.
What?
And I'm dead serious. You got Deebo Samuel. This is where he came alive last year. Now, I know you didn't want it to happen.
What about Deebo in the air?
He's not a good receiver.
What about what about Ayuk in the air?
I'm going to take that back because people are going to say that.
Yeah, right.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I think Deebo Samuel is a better runner than wide receiver.
And he had 1,405 yards in the air.
I'll take the under.
You think so?
Hell yes. Yeah. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to, how about Tony in Oakland?
The town.
What's up, Tony? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing?
Dynamite.
All right. Hey, Steiny, man, I got to agree with the previous caller. You hit it on the point, man. I think he's just like father, like son. He plays conservative. I was a little young, but from what I remember, his dad was really conservative. He liked to run the ball a lot, just like his son. The only thing is that, look, I'm a Raider fan. I would take Trey Lance over Derek Carr right now, but you got to let him loose. Just like Goo, you're saying, man, there's too much statistics, analytics in sports right now that we forget about feeling. When they get to that first possession in the goal line, man, you got to give Trey Lance a shot to throw one in the corner. You got to bootleg. I think, in my opinion, in football, play action is king. You get a bootleg out. You either give Trey Lance the option to chuck it and try to dive in for the touchdown, or you throw a little IU, some in the back end of the corner where you can build up his confidence. They're not building up his confidence. I know he got 30 chances to throw the ball, but for a quarterback to get one in the end zone, man, that builds up his confidence where maybe that little slant that he throws the INT, he's not looking him down. He gets more of a confidence to want to look away, then throw it at him. I just think, in my opinion, how you guys are saying that Kyle Shanahan, he's too conservative. With his conservative play, he's 0-2 in the Super Bowl. So, all right, guys, have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate the call.
I walked in this morning, and you were playing sound that I would like.
Okay.
I would like to hear.
Which one?
The one that you didn't say, and that your boy Guru didn't say about what he thought of Trey Lance's performance Sunday.
All right. This is former NFL head coach Mike Martz.
The guru of offense.
Yeah, he was a 49er offensive coordinator at one point. Mike Martz watched the Bears 49er game. This is what Mike Martz said about Trey Lance.
Yeah, I've never seen anything about this kid that was encouraging at all. He really has to plan himself to make a good throw. He's not a quick decision guy. Everybody's shot in the rear about him being a mobile guy making plays with his feet. He looked like a fullback stumbling around trying to run the ball to me. He's not Lamar, so I don't know what he is. He's not particularly a good guy running with the football. And based on what I saw today, he missed two guys completely by themselves. I know it was in the rain, but quarterbacks do that. You make those throws. I know this, he can only go up. He can only get better because you can't get any worse than what he did today. I've never liked him. I still don't like him. I don't know. I'd like to know what he does so well because he's not a great passer, doesn't have good skills, takes him a long time to set himself and throw the football, misses easy throws, and he's not particularly a good runner. Other than that, he's a hell of a player.
Tell us how you really feel.
There's not
a
radio host at this station that has been half as harsh about Trey Lance as that right there.
That almost sounded personal. Steiny, if I could run through that glass, I would run through the glass. Oh, now, hey, that ain't making me believe that, but wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pretty. And you can like Mike Martz. You can not like Mike Martz.
I want to see the tweets,
you can
the
text
twitches, the stitches on Mike Martz that I got yesterday for saying I was a big concern with how we looked. And I'm not out on him. But that was ether. That was Nas and Jay-Z battle.
Yeah. Comcast business text line, Martz hasn't had a job for years. You're right, he hasn't. But
well, there you go.
He still said it. He still said it.
Man.
And, look, people are going to be right. People are going to be wrong. Ask me how good I think Trey Lance is going to be.
How good?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But you feel a certain way. Your gut tells you
I think he's going to be pretty good down the line.
Oh, okay.
Down the line,
if
I think
he
he's got
to down the line.
I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah.